Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. All right, so this won't be a very long video, but I think it's kind of a necessary video because sometimes I make mistakes. So I was recently working on a project and my decoupage glue lid was stuck. It was stuck down. And I made the mistake of doing what I do and have done to paint jars for many years. I flipped it over and I banged it down to try and loosen the dried glue. When something like this. Open up. That's the problem with Mod Podge. And I broke it. Well, fantastic. These were my good pants, too. Well, hang on. I got to clean that mess up now. Thanks a lot, Mod Podge. I know, I was quite clearly blaming the glue. It's not the glue's fault, Stacy. It's just really frustrating when that happens, and it pretty much happens on every bottle of decoupage glue where it just becomes like sealed down. They got to come up with a better way, am I right? Like to manage glue so that the top doesn't get stuck like that. But until they do, now I've got a giant crack in the top of my decoupage container. So my options are to get a big jar and put it in there and then try and deal with that messy situation and lose most of that. Or what I've chosen to do, and I'm going to see if this works, I hope it does, is I have some parchment paper that I've cut off a piece and I've stuck it down to the top of my decoupage glue. And then I'm going to close the lid, the broken lid, over the top as best I can. Because as you can see, it's broken. It's broken. As best I can, I'm going to close it. And then what I think I'm going to do is put a rubber band around it to keep, hopefully, as much air out of it as I possibly can. I don't know if it'll work. I'm hoping it'll work. So this is what we have to keep, and this is now on there. Not spinning anymore. But, you know, what do you do? What do you do when the container that it's supposed to be in is broken? And I mean, I can try and pour it out into a mason jar and live with it that way, but glass in here would be even worse than the plastic, I think. Things roll off and get broken in here pretty easy in the workshop. So I just don't like having glass around as far as containers if I can avoid it. It's me. It's not the glue. I know it's me. I'll be the one that turns and hits it and the glass shatters and then there's literally decoupage glue everywhere. Lucky for me, this was just a surface and some clothing and it's not the waterproof decoupage, so it should wash out. It wasn't the fabric to fabric decoupage. Thank God. My clothes would be ruined. But using a piece of plastic wrap or something like that, yes, you probably have to like peel it off every time, but it's better than losing all your glue. You know what I'm saying? So it was either that or a giant Ziploc bag. I'm open to other suggestions from you guys. So if there's like something that if you've ever done this before, no, Stacy, it's just you. But if you've ever done this before and you've come up with a solution, because it's really frustrating. It's a brand new container. I've used it like twice. So there's quite a bit of glue in here and I don't want to lose it. It's expensive. And then I also don't want to have to lose part of it transferring it to a new container. Y'all, stuff happens. Do you know what I mean? It's like accidents happen. This was something I've done a million times with paint. Probably all seen me do it and gone, ugh. Now I might think twice about doing it with the paint. But I've done that a million times and never had a problem. I've even done it with the decoupage and never had a problem. So it has to be like there was a sharp piece on the surface or something. But yeah, it wasn't bright, but it happens. We move on. We forgive ourselves and we practice grace. Remember, I had like my keywords from a couple of years ago were grace. You know, give yourself some grace. Well, that's me this year. I'm going to give myself some grace. So I'm going to forgive myself for being so stupid. Let me see if I can find a rubber band though and get it lashed down. Bring in colors. So I'm going to use these as my secondary protection. And we do our best. We do the best we can. So, you know, nobody's perfect. And in life, we just do what we can. Got to make it work somehow. So this might be a pain in my butt down the line, but this is $20 worth of decoupage glue I don't want to lose. So I will deal with the inconvenience. And then I'm going to forgive myself for being not perfect. Because none of us are perfect. And I can edit together videos and make it look like I'm perfect. But I just want you guys to know that, of course, I make mistakes. Of course, I'm not perfect. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I've never cut my finger off yet. So that's good. Still have all those bad boys. So I'm doing something okay. You know, it's all good if you didn't lose a finger. That's all I'm going to say. So none of us is perfect, just so you know. And I think a lot of times we get so worked up and so stressed out because we want to be perfect. Or I want to be perfect. I gave up on it like 20 years ago or so. I don't know. Like when I was a fetus, I gave up on it. I don't know. It's a while ago though. Because I realized that's just unrealistic. And I laugh because I see a lot of other YouTubers and people on TV and it's cut together and it's so perfect. And the reason why we all love blooper reels so much is because it humanizes these people, you know, and it shows you that they're not perfect and that accidents happen, mistakes happen. You know, pretty sure you've got cooking shows where somebody has put the pie in the oven and turned and looked and gone, was I supposed to put that butter in there? It's just me. Not that I've ever done that because I'm a great cook. I once made a Thanksgiving pie and realized as I was cleaning up after the pie was baked that the cup of sugar I was supposed to put in it was still sitting on the counter. I over-sugared the whipped cream and covered the whole pie. 1 second. That's my cue. The kidlet is hungry. She needs food. So I'm going to go make dinner. But I just wanted you guys to know and understand if you make mistakes, that's just part of being creative. And it's part of what we do here. And if you make a mistake, it can be fixed. You can make a mistake and fix it. And sometimes nobody will know. And sometimes you've got to put a lot of sugar in that whipped cream. And you just make do. Because that's the best you can do sometimes. And you have to forgive yourself. So just want you guys to know, show yourself a little grace this year. I'm going to show myself a little grace. Then I'm going to show myself out that door and go make my daughter some fish sticks. All right. I love you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.